Flanken sichern.
Pass mal auf.
Hey guys. So today we're going to play another Bulge mission. This time we're going to do a teeny one. This is a mission by John Sowden, same guy who made the recent Battle Pack. You might also he has a history with tiny missions. If you remember, oh, what was that one called? It was one of the Gustav Line missions that was brutal. Teeny little mission that was really hard. Kiwi Soldiers. Yeah, same guy who made this. Another tiny little mission for Bulge. We're playing a little teeny mission today because I'm really busy today, so probably only got about an hour to stream or so. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the briefing. Okay. 0735 hours, 18 December 1944. 20th SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment is feeling its way around the U.S. Goose Egg at St. Vith. After a short halt overnight, patrols been sent out just before dawn to probe forward and secure alternate routes forward. Okay, so beginning of the Battle of the Bulge, doing kind of like a pre-dawn recon and force, from what it sounds like. 2 platoon will secure the bridge over the Recht stream, along with the crossroads and settlement of Rifat. I don't know how to pronounce that. It sounds like Rifat, but no later than 800 hours in order to provide a route for the remainder of the regiment. So we got about 25 minutes to grab a couple of objectives. Platoon is dismounted, mortar, FO, and support. Supplies of 81mm ammunition are very restricted, though. And we're also going to have fatigue because our guys were on the move all night, so we're going to have to deal with that. We have to keep pace pretty slow. Enemy forces. The main enemy defensive positions are further south with only a light screen this far north. 23rd Armored Infantry Battalion. Alright, so we're going to be dealing with dismounted armored infantry. Generally only equipped with light infantry weapons, including medium machine guns. Alright, the stream is impassable except at the bridge. So, no fords. Visibility is about 90 meters. However, the sun's going to start rising, so it'll go up to about 130 meters by the end of the mission. Hey Raptor, how you doing? Alright, so pretty simple map. Cross the bridge, take a couple of objectives on the other side. That's all there is to it.
In Stellung.
So, yep, pretty simple map. We're just going to have to push our way across the bridge, and we got 25 minutes to do this. This looks deceptively simple, but if I know his missions, it's not going to be. Alright, we've got a simple platoon. Dismounted SS Panzer Grenadiers. Under strength, pretty obviously. And they look like they have one step taken down in their fatigue levels, so they're at, I think it's weakened is that state. We've also got a 4th platoon HQ, which I guess they brought in so we can call in the mortars. 20 rounds with the mortars and 2 smoke rounds. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn off the objectives. We don't need them for now. Let's see, how do I want to do this? So if visibility is only 90 meters, that's about right here. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send... Let's see. This squad has the most... I want to bring them in closer because I got a Panzerschreck. This squad has 2 MGs. We're going to bring them on over here, and we're going to set them up and put them right here. Go ahead and split teams. Alright, the squad leader and his 2 buddies with rifles make a perfect, perfect little scout element to send forward. These guys fit in nicely with just backing them up.
Jawohl, Herr Hauptmann.
It is a tempting idea to use the mortars straight away, because visibility is bad. We don't have a whole lot of time in the mission, so it is very tempting to just do a pre-bombardment, throw it on the house. But I think I'll wait. I don't know though.
Flanken sichern.
Alright, here's what I'll do. Compromise. I'll use half of its ammo right now. We're gonna just throw it on the house.
Feueranforderung kommen. Feueranforderung empfangen. Ende.
Beobachten!
Right, so it said that we can move up to the bridge unobserved, so I'll go ahead and do just a normal move up to here. See what the time remaining is. Oh, it's already done. Just whatever rounds are in the air.
Ausschau halten.
Feuerauftrag beendet. Ende.
Jawohl.
Okay, found a fortification. Pretty much a non-issue for us. I think it's mostly just there for decoration. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move these guys across the bridge. They got everyone else watching them.
Aufpassen.
Okay, well, we can get across the bridge. So next order of business, let's push some more guys across. Hey Rob7, thanks for coming. This is a tiny scenario for the Bulge. It's called, or for Final Blitzkrieg. It's called The Patrol, and it's made by John Sowden. Bletchley Geek asks, how's the website overhaul going? I've actually got news about that, but I gotta wait because I've actually got something big to say about that soon, but I can't do it just yet, like today, because waiting on some more details. Alright, we're going to push these guys out just a little bit further while we get everyone else across. Wow, so far, I was expecting resistance once I got past the bridge, but it is not happening. So I guess we're going to keep pushing. It's possible that they're patrolling around on the bank and they're going to run into me sooner or later. Alright, so the next step is we're going to get everyone set up along this, where this slope ends here. I wouldn't be surprised if once we reach this, we actually get into a firefight. Hopefully I can post an update to the forum later today. Steve is out at a meeting right now, so I need to verify some stuff with him and Charles first before I can really say anything. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this squad here, and we're going to move them up along the shoreline here and bring them online. I'm thinking about taking these guys and moving them along here and then swinging around. And that way, if nothing else, I'll be able to check out the crossroads. I've got this idea in my head that there's an American patrol running along this bank. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's kind of what seems. That's what I would do if I made this. So that's what I'm going to go with. So these guys will hold in position while they move up. Actually, I might move these guys up. No, they're good. Okay. So we're gonna move these guys along this tree line here. Oops, not really. Okay, let's see. Like that. That works. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, we got foxholes, and... Ooh, whoa, we walked right into a machine gun. Well, there goes the platoon commander. First guy down. Of course, that's what I get for leading with him. That is... Wow, listen to those MGs go crazy on it. Okay. If I had to guess, these guys have run out of the foxholes and run back. They've taken off and run. Probably these guys as well. Alright, this is a small mission with a low time allowance. I do not have time to, I don't have time to sit there and collect casualties. I might leave these guys sitting in place so maybe they can hopefully grab the machine gun. We'll see. Also, those MGs are those LMGs are nuts at these ranges. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let these guys sit in place for a couple of minutes, see what else they can spot. But we need to keep the move on. Oh, we got foxholes here. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run these guys up into the foxholes. We'll move those guys up one more so they got a good spot. These guys have a nice position. I'm going to leave them where they are. I really like that. Meanwhile, we're going to cautiously move these guys forward towards the houses. Welcome, Rafter, to your first Twitch. Is it your first ever time watching me on Twitch, or your first time ever seeing anything on Twitch? Okay, it's good. We got these guys in the foxholes now. And nothing. Wow. Oh, more foxholes. Oh, we walked right up to these houses. It is really dark, though. It's kind of hard to see that representation in the game because, you know, if we made it as dark as it actually would be in real life, you wouldn't be able to see anything, and it would be a nightmare to play it, to control anything. But, yeah, it's really dark right now. Max visibility may be 90 meters, but unless they're shooting, it can be a lot harder to see even closer to that. That's why we had to walk up almost right on top of these guys. Alright, so we're going to run these guys over to their casualties. And then I think I'm going to hunt these guys to the foxholes. Alright, I'll bet that's the machine gun team that ran away. And these guys will stand by. When a firefight erupts again, they will be ready to start shooting. Alright, let's move these guys into the foxholes. Panzerschreck, I'm actually glad, I didn't even think about it when I did it, but I'm glad I moved the Panzerschreck this way. It will be useful for attacking the building. Well, that's awesome, Rafter. I'm the first person you've ever watched on Twitch. That's pretty cool. I love this website. There's so much great stuff to watch. Some games I actually have more fun just watching people play them than actually playing them myself. So, yeah, when I discovered Twitch a few years ago, I binged it for quite a while. It was like watching Netflix, except more interactive. So yeah, hopefully you can find other games that you like to watch on here too, since I don't stream that much. Not a lot of war games on Twitch. I'm not actually... There's none that I watch. I have to go looking for that and see if there are any. Alright, we got to the foxholes, no problem. Wow, they must have really booked it. Alright, good. They're both doing their medic thing. Maybe they can grab themselves a machine gun. Alright, so they'll move forward and hopefully trigger these guys, and then they can shoot at them. I'm also going to move these guys up to the wall, because the wall is very nice cover. Actually, I'll leave those guys in place. We'll move these guys up. Okay, so we've actually got, for the size of my forces here, we've actually got a fairly large area to clear here. So we're going to do this carefully, room by room. Alright, so these guys have a nice clear line of sight. I don't want to area fire the buildings before I go into them or before I assault it, because in this darkness, all that's going to do is give away my position, and then they're going to shoot at me. So we're just going to send them in. We're going to do it really easy first. We're just going to take this little shack. Why is he running around with his Panzerfaust? That guy is ready to rock and roll. Oh my gosh, where are these guys? Okay, well, we're in. If nothing else, I've now got the objective contested.
Ausspähen.
Just gonna keep moving. Alright, let's check out Crossroads. So yeah, we are deviating a bit from the Crossroads, but I think it's worth it to hunt down the guys out here. Alright, these guys are in. However, in this building, they are pretty much useless. Whoa! Huh. Okay, there's a lot of hay in there. Or wheat, or whatever it is. So yeah, they can only see out this one side, and we already know this way is clear, because my guys are sitting out there, so they do no good in there, so we're going to move them out of it into somewhere else. I'm going to avoid this, exposing myself over here for now, just in case there's like some US troops sitting in foxholes out there, and I would not have to fight them. It would be unnecessary. So... Alright, this is probably going to result in a firefight. But I'm going to move them into here. Oh, of course, the moment I turn the camera away. Okay, let's back it up. Gotta love about rewind. Yep, right in the face. What have we got? Just some infantry. Oh, there they go. What we got here? Yep, he ran away. Alright, that's one guy down. Yes, we got the MG back. Alright. Did we get him? No, I don't think so. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Panzerfaust time, or Panzerschuck time. We'll actually do a target briefly for 30 seconds so we don't waste all of our ammo on it. And then while he's doing that, we're going to move these guys in. Let's see how we do this. Put them there. Pause 10 seconds. Make it 15. And then they're going to attack this building here. Whoops. Alright, so we'll run them up to the foxholes, and then these guys are going to start moving forward. And we're gonna hook around and go for the crossroads here. Xanator Ace says, I just bought Combat Mission. Oh, I bought it a while back and have been enjoying it. Glad to hear it. Black Sea was, that was a special one. I was really happy with how that turned out. I'm really looking forward to expanding on it. Alright, so I think that came from the foxholes over here. Yeah, there's still guys in the foxholes. They took out the sniper. Dang it. Oh, we got him. Okay. Wow, that guy's a trooper. Okay, now he's pulling back, but we put two Panzerschrecks through that wall, and he actually stopped to kill a guy first before he ran back, before he retreated. Alright, we got guys on the upper floor here. Oh, jeez. No! Okay. Time to just start putting a bunch of fire into this building, now that we know where they are. Alright, guys, here. They were in here. They've probably pulled back into the other building here, and then we got guys on the top floor. So, time for a bunch of area fire. Alright, HQ, they're going to help with the assault because they got nice automatic weapons. That will be very handy. We'll let them deal with their... Actually, we don't really need to deal with the casualty. However, they will join the HQ and assault this building probably next turn. What? No, don't... They're running away. I want them to shoot... Dang it! They're too busy running away. We're going to have to deal with them in another turn. Alright, so we'll... With these... These guys are down with morale too. Okay, these guys are uncontrollable. Gonna have to wait. Oh, I need to get some mortar fire on this building. That's right, I saved some rounds. Alright, there we are. Guys on the bottom floor. Headquarters. Bunch of them. One down. Panzerfaust on the move. There we go. Hey Miller. I don't have a update for this stream, but I am going to post something in the forums maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I have some details to iron out first before I can really post an update. Alright, so we've definitely got them suppressed. They're crawling around in the bottom floor now, so that's pretty good. Let's see what else we have in here. Are they both in there? Yeah, I think we got them both down there. We're pretty much too close for mortar fire now. I should have used it all. I should have used it all at the beginning. Should have known better. Okay, so we got pretty good suppression going on here. We're going to lift all fires to this side over here. Let's see what we got for objectives. Alright, we're going to go ahead and run the HQ up to join those guys. They're basically going to act like a part of this team here. Alright, we're going to run these guys over here. Actually, let's see where we can put them. Put them right here. We'll just let them choose their own targets since they're having problems. What are these guys doing? Okay, I think we've recovered control of these guys. So we're going to run them up into the foxholes again, and we're going to put fire on this second store. Okay, they can see some things. Whatever, we'll just put them up here. Let them choose targets. These guys, we're going to get them into here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put them right here. We're then going to have them... Actually, we'll start the targets now. We're going to have them put an area target here. They're going to start tossing grenades. And they'll cancel it when they enter the building. That was a rifle grenade. Alright, we got movement in the tree line outside. Looks like they're moving towards me. Wow, so the dynamics of this firefight changed really quickly. Now it's me that's suppressed. What did they spot? They spotted a guy all the way over there. Okay. And entry into this room went through with no issues. Where are you guys going? We got here. Okay, they're starting to spot into this. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of automatic weapons here, and it's close range. We should take care of those guys pretty easily. I hope. These guys, stop it. Okay, this looks good. Alright, he's down. Still a guy here, though. I think this guy lived. Guy right here. Alright, looks like we pushed out the HQ that was in the bottom floor of this building back into this floor here, or into this room. Did I kill him? No. Just lost sight. Alright, I have 10 minutes. Let's see how... 10 minutes left on the mission. We own the crossroads. I'll still check over here just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure we own it. At this point, I'm actually content to sit for another minute or two and let them spot targets and engage them on their own. Another minute or two, we'll move more guys into the buildings and strengthen my foothold. Alright, if I had to guess from the sound contacts we're getting, we might have guys trying to get in the building. But this position I have here, I think, is throwing a wrench into those plans. Alright. So yeah, they're not really catching anymore, so I think it's time. He's got an automatic weapon, so I want him inside. We're going to leave these two guys outside to cover this end of the building. And then we're going to get these guys in here, and then from here, next turn, we're going to put a bunch of area fire into the next room, and then we're going to rush it. Probably should have left the Panzerschreck team outside. Too late now.
Jawohl.
Okay, here we go. Alright, so we have set this up. We're going to area fire on these two buildings for 30 seconds, and then right after we're going to rush that. We're going to rush the bottom floor here. And these guys are set up so that when they get pushed out of the building, we'll be able to shoot them down in the street. Go. All right, couple of KIAs. Wow, I was kind of expecting something to be in there. That was anticlimactic. Okay, we're going to use these guys to check out the woods over here. Make sure we don't have anyone hiding in there. I guess we'll rinse and repeat. We'll put some area fire into this and do the same thing. So, target briefly, 30 seconds. And then give them a pause for 30 seconds. And then they rush it. I guess they're all still hanging out there.
Volle Deckung! Handgranate, Deckung! Handgranate, Deckung!
Yeah, look at the executive officer leading the way.
Steht auf! Get out of here! Pull back! Bleiben!
Alright, we're going to go ahead and put some area fire in with these guys since they can't see crap. These guys are rattled and they're running away now.
Kontakt, Feindinfanterie! Unten bleiben!
Alright, I think they've completely left this area now. I think they're all over here, and maybe over there. So I guess now we move into the barn. Alright, so these guys will stay where they are to keep the crossroads secure. We're going to run these guys up and join the rest of the force.
Ausspielen! Flanken sichern! Los, los!
Nothing. Alright, so we're going to run this HQ up to the top here, make sure there's no one hiding on the second floor. We're going to move these guys there. And let's see. Yeah, that looks good. 4 minutes left. Alright, so now with these guys looking from the barn, we're going to move them into the foxholes here. And if we take those foxholes, that's the limit of the objective. Once we do that, we can rest easy that we've definitely got both objectives captured. Okay, I think we got the objectives captured. Now we just got to get through these next 2 turns.
Rüstung, zieht euch zurück!
Gott, ich bin getroffen!
Area fire time. Why can they not see? Line of sight's pretty iffy. That's okay. Just shoot in their general direction. That'll be good enough. Honestly, I don't even have to really fight these guys. Oh, let me see that again. Oh, you're so close. This guy right here leads a charmed life. Okay, so, yep, we're going to cancel, and we're just going to sit through this last turn. Someone got sniped. And that's it, tactical victory. Okay, let's see what we got. They lost all the objectives. They did get a lot of points for, I did take some casualties, so yeah, and they also met a threshold for friendly casualties, so I didn't inflict enough casualties on them, but I did take all the objectives, and crap, I forgot to leave someone on the bridge, so I didn't get points for it. Luckily, it's only 10 points, not a big deal. So we took 8 men killed, 7 men wounded. They lost 10 men killed, 3 men wounded. Let's take a look at the map. Whoa, there was a dude here! Hiding in the bushes. Luckily, he wasn't on an objective. This HQ did pretty well for themselves, 4 enemy casualties for such a small unit. Of course, they do have an assault rifle, that's always nice. Wow, that's amazing. This squad, the one that was involved in so much fighting, actually did not cause any casualties. Yeah, and they just had some little remnants left hiding out in the woods over here. Okay, so yeah, nice tiny little scenario among a few other tiny scenarios that'll ship with the game. Last count, we have 25 standalone missions coming out with it. And let me do some math really quickly in my head for campaign missions. Probably also around 25 campaign missions total if you add them all up with the 4 campaigns. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I'll send this off to YouTube really quickly, and should be able to post a forum announcement pretty soon. So I'll see you guys next week.